You're very hot property now, aren't you? Well, you're what's called hot property in the movies, aren't you? Oh.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
You love being a movie star, don't
yeah,
you?
it's terrific.
Hang on, the fly's just landed on my nose. Get out of here. Yeah. I mean, you love it, don't you? You're not one of those people who say, well, no, I don't like being a star.
No, it actually comes. I think I can see how people back off from it, but it actually comes to the first time you walk into a public place and everybody in that place knows who you are and you don't know a soul. Yeah. Now, I can imagine like a lot of people actually think, oh, hold up, back off, and that is never going to happen to me again, and they sort of isolate themselves. Well, with me, it was a question of, I've always liked people, you know, and because I didn't know anybody, didn't mean to say I didn't want to know anybody, so I was in there like a flash. You know, what? Hold up, how you going? That was sort of, yeah, and it's great.
Tell me, what's fascinated me is that you made the transition with extraordinary ease to American movies, and notwithstanding you've got a Cockney accent, you're one of the very few British actors who can do a convincing American accent. Why did they suddenly, how did it come about that they picked you for the Cotton Club? And then, of course, they picked you for Roger Rabbit and all the rest. How did they know you could do an American accent?
I don't think the accent really is that good. Nobody notices because of the shape.
You're shaped like an American.
Well, no, if you're 5'6" cubic and you sort of walk on the screen, who's that? Do you know what I mean? And then, who's that fella?
So they don't hear what you're saying?
No, you slip through.
Get out of here.
Keep mumbling, you're all right.
You were once paid an awful lot of money for not appearing in a movie, though, weren't you?
Oh, with Brian De Palma, yeah. Well, he phoned me up and he sent me this script of The Untouchables. And he said, you know, read Al Capone. So I thought, Al Capone, yeah, I'll have some of this. And I read it, and he said, meet me in the Beverly Wiltshire, in the hotel, in the bar. And we met in the bar. And he said, listen, I want De Niro to do this. I thought, oh, great, terrific. And he said, but if I don't think he's going to do it, but I want him to do it. But if he doesn't, will you do it? I said, yeah, you know, if I'm free, but yeah, I will. Terrific. No, fine. And I went off and I forgot about it. And then I saw in the paper that De Niro was doing Al Capone. I thought, oh, he's got him. Terrific. Then I was sitting there having my cornflakes in the morning and Linda's opening the mail. She went, hold up. She said, we've got to check it for $200,000. I said, what's that? Hold up. And it said, thank you, Bob, for being my standby. Love, Brian. And I thought, well, if Hollywood's like this, I'll phone him up a couple of times. Yeah, Brian, you got any more films you don't want me to be?
Now, last year's big movie which starred you was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, you didn't do much promotion for that. Did Roger Rabbit have a bad effect on you? Were you
I was
loopy?
I was totally loopy at the end of it. Well, the point was that to do it, to actually keep your eyes, like if you put your hand in front of your eyes and lock off your eyes and then take your hand away, your eyes immediately open up and you can see, you know, and you can see that on camera. So you've actually got to learn to hallucinate. And Rosa, my daughter, who's got this friend called Jeffrey, who I've sat on a couple of times, she like we used to play these games and she taught me how to, so when we're a kid, our imagination is right there. You know, and you can actually take it out and look at it. But as we get older, we push it further and further back to survive, you know what I mean? And I learnt to do this, and having to hallucinate for sort of 8 months, you know, very intensely, I lost control of it. There were some very rude things happening to people, that, you know, and I was trying to hold it together. I couldn't get out, like, you know, I couldn't start doing that type of thing. You know what I mean? It was a bit weird. You know?
You all right now?
Oh yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, Linda took me to the West Indies, you know. And even Rosa said, "You're over the top, Dad. You've gone too far." Well, Rosa debriefed me, you know what I mean? So that's where we went.
Yeah, Harvey was the White Rabbit as well.
Yeah, Harvey. Yeah, but I had loads of weasels and all sorts of things doing some really.
And you weren't even drinking?
Rude things. Well, I can't say that.
No pink elephants. Did your kids like the film? Did they?
Yeah, they did. Jack was a bit funny.
How old was Jack?
Jack was he was just 2, 3, he was just on the verge of being 3, or maybe he was just 3, and he saw it. And like afterwards, he was really funny with me. You know, it took me about 2 weeks to work out what it was. And what it was the fact that here's my old man, he's got mates like Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny, and he don't bring them home. He really had the needle with me, you know what I mean? Oh, that, you know, what sort of old man are you? You got friends like this and all I meet is your boring lot.